Welcome to Inside the Lane, a focus segment of the Our Parking Industry podcast hosted by TPN.
In this segment, we explore the ideas, innovations, and conversations shaping the parking industry, from industry partners to timely topics impacting the parking experience.
These short episodes create space to spotlight organizations, share perspectives, and dive into what's new and noteworthy across our industry.
Let's step inside the lane. Today on Inside the Lane, we have Adam Fisher with Delaware Valley Paving. Delaware Valley Paving and TPN had adjacent booths at the BOMA convention last year in Boston. So Adam and I got to chin wag over that hallway for a few days. So that's where we got connected. And we're so glad he is on the episode today to tell us about Delaware Valley Paving. So Adam, tell us what we need to know.
Hi, Leigh. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
So the things you should know about Delaware Valley Paving is that we are not just located in the Delaware Valley. It's probably the primary thing. We are a national company at this point. We're a parking lot maintenance and construction company. We're overseeing your asphalt projects, your concrete projects, site development, sanitary, storm, sewer. Anything outside the building is stuff that we can handle. I say big jobs, little jobs, and everything in between. We have been around since 1989. We are family owned and been making a name for ourselves ever since.
Well, that sounds so good. Family owned is a really, really special descriptor.
Especially these days. Yeah, it's a third generation right now.
Wow. That says something. So Adam, what's a favorite kind of project or a favorite kind of customer? Like who needs to give you a call today?
Okay, so the people property owners, property management companies, land developers are all the types of customers that we go after. For example, like right now, the customers that I work with are a variety of customers throughout the country. Some are retail, some are industrial, distribution centers, apartment complexes, everything in between. So we are the company that you're calling if you have an old parking lot and you want to get it completely milled and paved from A to Z, we can come in and do that. Right now in New Jersey, it's where I live, we have major snowstorms, and I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, once we finally thaw out of this, all the potholes are going to come to be from the freeze-thaw cycles. So we'll be handling all the emergency maintenance services. We work with people that are developing land where our excavation team can come in, whether locally or nationally, and completely clear land and put in utilities and set grades and get everything ready for the pads to be put in. We're doing the concrete work as well, going into apartment complexes, like I mentioned before, where new ownership takes over. They want to put a refresh on it so they can raise the rent for their tenants. We come in and do that. Just anything you possibly ever think of in a parking lot is what we're doing.
Do you guys also do striping?
We do line striping,
Okay.
thermoplastic, restripe refreshes. Sometimes people come in and they'll say, hey, we want to get our property seal coated, but we need to add 5 more spots. So our team will come in and kind of do the math and the geometry to see what the maximum they can do, adding parking stalls to the complexes, everything, crosswalks, everything. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And you said you're nationwide. So not just Delaware, even California, Washington, Maine.
We're doing work in every state now. So where we started as a local company back in the very late 80s, fast forward to today, and we have a complete separate division of the company called Delaware Valley Paving National Construction that oversees projects in all 50 states. We have, I think there were up to 15 different project managers. So we'll get a project for a Target, a Walmart, an Amazon, a Lowe's, a Home Depot, it doesn't matter. We work with all those customers where Home Depot will come in and be like, hey, store number 38625 we want to do a whole mill and pave of the parking lot, where we will put the job together and then we will fly out and oversee the project to make sure that it's done to what Home Depot standards are, but we already know what the standards are, so that's why we send our project managers out, and they just make sure that everything runs smoothly and efficiently.
Excellent. So what's the process? So if a new customer wants to start getting your service, like who do they call? Who are they going to talk to? What does that onboarding process look like for new customers?
So primarily, we do a lot of canvassing of the landscape to make sure we're getting in front of the right people. But for this conversation, they would call me.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's a way to post my information or anything like that. And
Well,
then
tell us, what's your information right now?
my name's Adam Fisher, Delaware Valley Paving. My phone number is 484-661-6483. And my email address is afisher@delawarevalleypaving.com. The process, every company is different, but typically it would come out in the form of an RFP or request for proposal where a company will send out a document saying, okay, we want to get this project done with these parameters. Here's the exact scope of work. And here's the timeline of which we want to get everything submitted. And then we will go through the questions and speak with the customers and then submit our proposal. And then hopefully we win. And then we will schedule a pre-con meeting before we actually mobilize and be on site to meet with all the managers and the supervisors and everybody involved in the project. And then everybody sits down. Okay, here's the plans. Here's everything. Is everybody good? Go. And then we start the project and we'll give them a timeline of, hey, it's a 2-week project. It's a month-long project. It's a 4-day project. And then we will oversee the project. We will get it done. We will document day by day the progress of the job. We'll report the progress to the owners of the property. We have technology at this point where it's called Hollow Builder, where trying to make it easy, but there's like a camera system where it has a 360 lens where our project managers can walk around a site and decide on maybe 15 different areas throughout the property where they can hold this thing above their heads and go, snap, walk a 20, 30 yards, snap. And then that uploads into a platform that we can send out to the property owners and they can see in real time the progress that's going on in 360. It's pretty cool technology that we're using.
So it sounds like some perks are family owned. So there's
Yes.
some skin in the game there that we like.
Yes.
You guys have some edgy technology. It sounds like you excel in communications.
Yes.
So what makes you guys different? Why should our listeners give you a call instead of somebody else?
We're a company that's always evolving with technology. While it would be very easy to just come up with a formula and then sit back and then just ride with that, the owners of the company are always investing in the new technology. If you were to come to one of our yards and see, we don't have a milling machine that's from 1995. Everything's new. Everything's current. They go out to the shows each year. There's Payvex is the National Asphalt Convention that's taking place, I think, in Nashville. I'm not going to it, so I'm not sure, but I think it's in Nashville this year. No, it's in New Orleans because they made the bead and the necklaces for Mardi Gras with our company logo. Yeah. Always trying to get better, always trying to impact and improve is a company slogan that we have. So everything's great. We're doing great. But if we just sit here back and we're like, oh, we're doing great, everything's fine, then everything's going to get ahead of us. So it's constantly just staying ahead, being the industry leader for asphalt and concrete and setting the standard for projects to be produced.
Okay. So I hear no projects too big, too small. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing everything from a few $1,000 pothole job all the way to a $5 million site project.
All right.
And everything in between that you could possibly think of.
Well, to our listeners, you've heard it straight from Adam. Give him a call today with any of your pavement needs. Is that right? Pavement? Is that the right word?
Asphalt and concrete. Parking lot maintenance and construction is a term we like to use, but to keep it very simple, anything asphalt, anything concrete, we can handle it. No problem.
Perfect. Well, listeners, thanks for joining us on Inside the Lane. Have a great rest of your day.
The parking industry is always evolving, and so are the conversations around it.
So come back each month to Inside the Lane for insights, ideas, and solutions.
We invite you to follow, subscribe, and join TPN and featured vendors on social media to stay up to date.
Thanks for being with us Inside the Lane.